Hello. Today, I thought I would talk about books that I've read that some of you may find interesting. It refers to the subject matter of people who have encounters with extraterrestrials. And these books, um, they're based on experiences and cases that are documented, cases by these two authors have compiled the cases and they're quite interesting. So I'm going to tell you the first author is Dr. Ardy Sixkiller Clarke. So she was a professor or is a professor in Montana University and has dedicated her life and career to working with indigenous populations. So, a lot of the stories in these books that she's compiled, this is one of them, Encounters with Star People. They have lots of interesting stories about missing time, people who've actually had physical encounters and remembered and documented these encounters. So that's the first book I've read. And the next book by her is called Space Age Indians, Their Encounters with the Blue Men, Reptilians, and Other Star People. And another book by her is The Untold Stories of Alien Encounters in Mesoamerica. This is really an interesting one also. I love the stories because the way she tells the stories from the person's information that they give her, it's just you're almost feeling like she's interviewing these people and they're giving her these details that are just amazing. And I always think that personal stories and experiences are so interesting. And especially when people can share them all in one book. These are all different stories. So it's not just one individual story. And this is the last book that I have from her is More Encounters with Star People. Urban American Indians tell their stories. It's just full of really good stories, and they're very interesting. Um, just how people, I mean, you can tell that from the reading the story that some of these people were kind of hesitant even by telling their experience. And, you know, I guess you get the feel and sense that some of these stories, people just were glad to just get this off of their chest and have someone actually to relay this information to. So, if you're interested in reading any of her books, you won't be disappointed. Now, another author who actually has a YouTube channel is Preston Dennett. And I've read a few of his books. I like all the cases and encounters that are documented in the book. It's very interesting. Um, I just like having to see many experiences in one book, even if it's about a certain subject matter. So he has it in, like this one is Inside UFOs, which is really interesting and a lot of different stories. So I can't even pinpoint. or tell you which story. And actually, if you go to his YouTube channel, you can hear him talk a lot about individual stories or several stories in some of his books. And he has another one called Onboard UFO Encounters. And another one, Not From Here, Selected UFO Articles. And this was volume one. So he has a volume two, which is Not From Here. Sorry, I'm trying to get through the. And the other book I have, which is very interesting, The Healing Power of UFOs, 300 True Accounts of People Healed by Extraterrestrials. I found this book very interesting. Um, and definitely if you're interested in energy healing or any type of thing like that, these books would be very helpful. And I don't want to tell you too much about what's inside the books because I want you to read them and discover it yourself. But also definitely go to Preston Dennett's page, and he really has lots of information and interesting talks about extraterrestrial. And by the way, I'm not an experiencer. I'm just interested in people who have had these experiences. So I hope this information was helpful. And I'll just show the books again. This is Dr. Ardy Sixkiller Clarke. And when I read her first book, well, the first book I read from her, I had to read all her books. So that tells you how interesting. Well, I thought it was very interesting. I hope you do too. If you like to hear about people who've had encounters with extraterrestrials. And I'll just show you Preston's books again. Sorry about the lighting. I'm pretty sure there's more books out there by Preston than the ones that I'm showing, but these are the ones that I've read. So I hope that was interesting, and I hope if you get one of these books or a few of them, I hope you find them interesting and helpful. And I'll see what else I can talk about in the next video. Okay, thank you.